Hi guys! Today's review and unboxing video is going to be on the Mcfarlane DC Multiverse 7-inch scale icon action figure. The retail price for this figure is $22.99 and I did purchase this with my own money. This is a Mcfarlane toy store and GameStop exclusive. GameStop stock photo shows this figure is a gold label, so I'm not sure if there is any difference. Their release date is also at the end of March and it is already sold out. Okay, let's take a look at the box. This is the front. Here is one side that says Icon. The other side says Icon and Rocket Season 1. Here is the bottom, if anybody needs the barcode. And then on the back here, we have some nice artwork. This is also the artwork that's on the character card inside. So let's go ahead and open it up. Okay, so we get the figure here, an extra set of open hands. These are not flight hands. The fingers aren't closed on them like they are on the Superman flight hands. And I'll give you guys a close-up of these. And they're really big too compared to the character. Okay, then we have our standard black Mcfarlane stand and our character card. So the first question I have is, where is the flight stand at? This character actually does fly. And the fact that we didn't get any accessories, just an extra set of hands, I would be expecting a flight stand to come with him. It seems like the prices are going up and getting higher, and we're getting less with our figures. And this is, when I'm just left with this, I feel like something is missing. Like he's almost incomplete. So I'm not real thrilled about that. All right, moving on to looking at the figure here. He has a very nice head sculpt. It's very detailed. I'll go ahead and show you guys. His eyes also look nice. The paint job is very nice on them. His emblem is painted on his chest. He does have a diaper. And the paint design does go all the way to the back on him. He does have a large cape. Let me show it to you guys. It is a wired cape and the wires run down each side. It is made of the material that I don't like. It can snag really easy if you catch a fingernail or you run something rough against this fabric, it's going to snag. And as you can see, it does wrinkle very easily. So I'm not a fan of the material, but I do think that, you know, the cape looks nice on the figure. His body is going to be the standard Mcfarlane body. He is less toned to, say, this Rebirth Superman figure. You can see he's very muscular. Icon is still very muscular, just, you know, not as toned as the Superman. Mcfarlane did choose to use his newer outfit from the Milestone Returns Icon and Rocket comic. Moving on to his articulations. He does have standard articulation, and I'll show that to you guys. So we're going to start with his head. He can look down that far. And that's as far as he can look up. for his elbow. And while I'm doing, showing you guys these articulations, I'm also going to mention these connector pieces on his elbows, and you'll see down here on his knees as well. They are different shades than the rest of his body. To some people that matters and they don't like it and it's an issue. For me, we've already seen this issue on so many other Mcfarlane figures. It's just not an issue for me. But I did want to point that out. So there's the Max for his elbow. And then for his knees, and then we're going to look at his wrist really quick because he does have the same ball joint on the wrist as the Christopher Reeve Superman that gives you better articulation. And I wanted to point that out. So you can do that 90-degree bend on the elbow. I mean, on the wrist joint. If you are going to pose him flying, I do think that he looks better with using the fist for flying, like this, versus his open hands, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so these are his open hands. As you can see, they look really funny if you're going to pose him flying like this. I think these would be best suited for action, like fighting scenes or something like that, where he could, you know, do something like this. But for flying, they look odd. And I'll show you next to the Rebirth Superman. So his fingers are closed, so it looks better. I'm going to hold them side by side so you can see here. If you're going to pose them flying, these hands, I think, look way better than these. I'm not sure why Mcfarlane gave us these hands like this, especially for, you know, a flying character. It would have been nice if he would have had some that were like this Rebirth, the ones on this Rebirth Superman. I think those would look better, but, you know, you still always do have an option of just using the fist, which is what I will be doing because I think it looks better. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with this figure. I think he's a nice looking figure. There's no doubt he's a nice looking figure. Besides the fact that, you know, he doesn't come with a flight stand, and I feel like we have an incomplete figure just because we got so little with him. I would still say I'm glad to have him in my collection. So that's going to wrap up today's review and unboxing. Are you guys planning on getting him? Do you think the price versus what you get with this figure is an issue? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.